The following is a segment of an interview conducted with broadcast journalist Hugh Hewitt and Dr. Michael Youssef on September 26th in Atlanta, Georgia. The interview explores Dr. Youssef's unique perspective and insights on the challenge of Islam, captured in his new book, Jesus, Jihad, and Peace.
Dr. Youssef, earlier you said something that struck me, and I hadn't really thought. Every iteration of the Islamist extremism is worse than the one that went before.
Right.
Now, al-Baghdadi went onto a balcony in Mosul maybe a month ago, and that was, he's not hiding. And what does he say he intends to do?
Well, he basically going to dominate the world. I mean, he's going to be the caliphate, and he's just the true successor of the prophet, and therefore, most of the illiterate, ignorant people around the world, which is many millions, who said, he must be the one, and they would immediately pay homage to him. Here's the interesting part. You know, we always talk about Saudi Arabia as our ally, and Saudi Arabia is not supporting us in trying to stop these guys because they theologically disagree with them. They see them a rival because the king of Saudi Arabia, seldom referred to as king, always say the guardian of the two holy sites in Mecca and Medina in Saudi Arabia. And therefore, without saying it, they're implying that he is the true successor of the prophet, not the caliphate, not these people. And so they see them as rivals. They saw the Muslim Brotherhood as rival. And consequently, as soon as the army threw out the government of the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt, they gave them $8 billion. The next day it was a cashier check. Not because they really, because that's what Wahhabi came from, Saudi Arabia. And some of the royal family members are supporting ISIS and supporting the Muslim Brotherhood. But they just don't want to have any rival in leadership. That's really the bottom line.
Now, Zawahiri reacted the same way, I believe. I think he's made a video to, we're going to Southeast Asia, we're going to franchise where you are in Indonesia and Malaysia, because he can't stand being upstaged either.
That's exactly right. And now it's basically, it's a turf war between them.
Do they have differences in belief? I mean, are there, as for example, Pentecostals and Presbyterians, we believe in Jesus, but we have our differences.
Right.
Roman Catholics and Protestants, they believe in Jesus. We have significant differences. But are there those theological differences?
Yeah, there are a lot of schools, the Shafi'i, the Hanifi, all those kinds of different schools of interpretation. But the biggest division is between the Sunnis and the Shiites. This is really the largest division, where they came to the fourth caliphate successor, who happened to be the cousin of the prophet, Ali. And the word Shiite means party. They're the party of Ali. That's what it means. And they said, this is the true successor, and therefore all his children should be our successors. And all the friends of the prophets in Mecca said, no. We, his friends, we're the ones who are going to be true successors. And the war started. And so the party of Ali went up Iraq, Iran area, part of Syria, and so on. And the rest spread across the world by invading Christian lands. So that war, 1,400 years old, but it continues like it happened yesterday.